Hi, Verbling. My name's Michaela. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and today we're talking about spelling. If you guys have questions or comments on this class, you can let me know on Facebook, and I'll put my Facebook name in the chat box for you. You can also send me a message on my Verbling profile, so you can check that out as well. I do private tutoring sessions, and I have a few more hours open this week, as well as plenty of hours open next week if you're interested. So you can schedule an hour on my profile there as well. Today, since we're talking about spelling, we're going to be going over lots of different topics and the irregularities of English spelling. There's plenty of them. And we'll have a little fun by doing a quiz, starting with some easy words or easier words and working our way up to much more difficult words that have complex and irregular spellings. So I'm hoping it's going to be fun. And if we get time, we might even read a short article written by a famous author, Mark Twain. So we'll see who comes. And I'll screen share that for you. While we're waiting for our lovely spelling test to begin, I'll screen share a little article by Mark Twain that I think is super cool and interesting. Here we go. I'll let you guys look that over and give me any thoughts you have on it in the chat box. There's a trick to reading this paragraph. It's a very creative paragraph that I hope you guys will appreciate. Alan, welcome to class. You showed up for the spelling test.
Yes. Hello.
So what are you up to today? Are you working hard? You've already done 2 classes. That's great.
Yes. I work today. I'm travel to the client office, and it's take 2 hours. It is far away from my office.
Commute time is terrible. Sounds like you had a lot of commuting time today.
Yes.
What do you do during those long commutes?
I'm trying to listen radio. I try to listen online radio
That sounds like
about
fun. What kind of music do you listen to?
some music radio.
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
I found a radio channel named London Heart. London Heart.
Cool. So it's like maybe
Yes.
British music?
Yes. Yes.
Interesting. They have some pretty cool musical traditions, especially pop music. I love British pop.
Yes. Some of the music I think is famous, and I can remember I should have hear some of them.
All right. So today we're talking about spelling. We'll get started. How do you feel about English spelling? Is it frustrating for you, or do you find it's not that big a problem?
Yes, it will be a problem because I don't know many words in English, so when I have to spell it, sometimes I'm just mix up everything.
Yes, you're you're not alone there. Even native speakers do feel mixed up at times and, of course, spell things wrong. It's totally normal. But you guys are at a disadvantage. Having learned it much later, it's probably even more difficult. So, have you seen this paragraph before by Mark Twain? It's a plan for the improvement of English spelling.
No.
All right. It's a really interesting idea, and I'm going to ask you to read it for us, or at least try reading it for us. And if you get stuck, you can stop and we'll talk about it.
Okay. Okay. A pen for the improvement of English spelling by Mark Twain. For example, in year one, that useless letter C will be dropped to be re- rephrased either by K or S, and likewise, X would no longer be part of the alphabet. The only case in which C would be retained would be the CH formation, which will be dealt with later. Year two might reform W spelling, so that which and one would take the same consonant, while year three might well abolish while rephrasing it with I and here in year four and at year four and year five during a while with useless double consonants, and year 6 to 12 or some modifying vowels, and the remaining vowel and what? Consonants. I can't read it anymore.
Yeah, it's getting really tough now. And we had another student join while you were reading, so let's welcome him. Antonio, welcome to class.
Hi, hello. How
Good to
are you?
have you here with us, Antonio. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Awesome. So we're talking about spelling, and to get us into this spelling quiz mode, we read a paragraph, or we're kind of reading, we're in the middle of a paragraph about the improvement for English spelling. Now, Alan got most of the way through before he got a little stuck. Can you try reading this paragraph for us too, Antonio? And if you get stuck, you can pause and we'll talk a little more about it.
Uh, I read the paragraph.
Yeah, go ahead.
For example, in here one can use letter C would be dropped to be replaced later by A or S, and likewise said would no longer be part of the alphabet. The only case in which C would be rated would be the sixth formation, which will be dealt with later. Here too Meigs reform W spelling so that which and one would take the same consonant, while here 3 Meigs well abolish epsilon, replacing it with a, and here for make fill the j anomaly ones of and word all. Generally, that the improvised would continue here by here. with leave, 5 doing away with useless double consonants, and here's 6, 12 or so modifying words, and the remaining was it and the universe consonants by year 50 or so, it would finally be possible to make use of the redundant leads C, J, and X, by now just a memory in the minds of old daughters, to replace she, and the respective finally then, after some 20 years of orthographic reform, we would have a long knowing spelling in use with English-speaking words. Sorry for my English.
No, that's okay. This paragraph is a very tricky paragraph and does not use the standard English spelling, as you can see. And we have one more student to welcome to class. Huang, welcome to class. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing really well today. So we just read through this paragraph a couple of times, and it's a plan for the reform of English spelling. So I want to know why do you guys think it's so crazy towards the end? What's happening as we read this paragraph? Alan, do you have any ideas why it starts to get so difficult to read?
I think it is just make you speak if there is if some spelling mistake, and because some of the work we can in our brain we can induce the word even if it is spelling wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is kind of training or something.
Mm-hmm. You're definitely on the right track. Antonio, anything else you noticed about this paragraph while you were reading?
Sorry?
What did you notice about this paragraph as you were reading it?
I'm reading now the paragraph.
No.
No.
Okay, so
Okay.
this paragraph
Yes.
starts to change letters in the English language,
Yeah.
and he's applying some changes. So when he says get rid of, cancel out the letter C, you begin to see English change. He replaces C with S, and he uses the rules again and again until these last few lines are almost impossible to read because they're so different from the normal English spelling.
Okay.
Huang, would you like to give these last few lines a try for us?
No.
Yeah. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's really tough. No?
Yeah.
But if you try to pronounce the word still have its original sound, right? For example, ear is changing the letter Y to an I, but still a ear, right?
Yes, exactly. So he's spelling the words in a more consistent and regular way. So normal English, what we know as English, is very inconsistent and irregular. So he's changing the way we spell it so that it's more clear. You see in the first word by, we have the I, and it makes an an E sound. And then in year, we have an I, and it makes a Y sound as well. So bai and year are consistent even though they're different, very different from what we're used to. All right. Any other comments or questions on this? Spelling? Okay.
If I can read it, I will have a better spelling ability.
No, this is just a funny way to joke about how inconsistent English is, but also to recognize that if we did change English to be more regular, that it would still be difficult. So in order to change English, it would require a lot of work because in these last few lines, you can see that even if you spell it in a more consistent way, it's very difficult to understand because we're so used to the normal but irregular spelling. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right.
I see.
So now we're going to get back to what we're doing today, which is a spelling test. I'm going to say a word, and you guys have to spell it. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
We're going to start with some easier words, and then it's going to slowly but surely get more difficult. So, Huang, you can go first with a very easy word. The first word is deer. Deer. And you can put
Deer.
it in the chat box or pronounce it for us.
Deer.
So, how do you spell deer?
Deer. It's a difficult question.
They will be tough, for sure. What letter does it start with?
The letter start is D. E-A-R.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Deer. Excellent job, Huang. Antonio, you're up next. And your word is listen. Listen.
L E E N. No, S E N.
Okay, you said L-E-N.
E N. Listen.
Listen.
N.
Like this? Put it in the chat box. Write it for
Listen.
me in the chat box.
Lesen.
L-I-S, right?
Sorry, I.
S, and then E-N like this?
Listen.
That is
Lisen.
Okay, you're really, really close, but we're actually missing a letter. Alan, do you know what letter we're missing?
T.
T. We're missing the T. So listen is spelled with a T, but the T is silent.
Listen.
It's a really tough word because it's got a silent T in it, a sneaky T.
Lisen.
Alan, it's your turn now, and your word is new. New.
Milk? Milk?
Sorry. No.
Or milk?
Sorry. The word is new.
Oh,
New. Excellent. So we have a silent K in that word, and there's another word that is spelled differently but pronounced the same. Do you know what the other word is, Alan? How do we spell the other one?
New?
Exactly. So we have two words in English that are pronounced the same but spelled differently. One is a verb and the other one is an adjective. but that's another difficulty of English. All right. Huang, you're up next, and your next word is fear. Fear.
F-E-E-L.
That would be feel, but your word is not feel, it's fear. Fear. And I might put it in a sentence by saying, I fear spiders. I fear sharks.
F-E-A-R.
Yeah, F-E-A-R. Excellent. Thanks, Huang. And Yvette, welcome to class.
Hi,
Hey,
thank you.
we are having a spelling test. Are you ready to jump in? Can I give you a letter or a word to spell?
Yes.
Awesome. Your first word is cloud.
Cloud.
Cloud, as in the sky, the white fluffy things in the sky.
Oh, yeah. Is C
Mhm.
C-L-O-U-D?
Excellent. Cloud. Perfect. All right. Next up is Antonio, and your word is mouse.
M-O-U-S-A.
M-O-U-S. What's the last word? The last letter?
A, B, C, E. E. Mouse.
Yes. Excellent.
Mouse.
Great.
Yes. E.
Alan, you're up next, and you get choose. Choose. Awesome. C-H-O-O-S-E in the chat box. Thanks, Alan. Yvette, your next word is here.
Here
Here.
is H
Mhm.
E-R-E.
Okay, that's one here. That's a good spelling for, here, the word here. But what about the word here? Like to
Okay.
hear the teacher, then how do we spell it?
Okay. Is H-E-A-R.
Yes. Oh, this is another situation where we have two words that are spelled differently but pronounced the same. Thanks, Yvette.
Yeah.
Huang, are you ready for the next word?
Yes.
The next word is chose. So a couple words ago, Alan had the word choose, which is the present tense. And in the past tense, this word becomes chose. How do we spell chose?
G-S-O-S-E. That's
Yes.
right.
Yep, exactly. Irregular, but perfect. Okay. And the next word we have is for Antonio. You get the word eight. Eight.
8.
Mhm.
8. Oh.
So eat is in the present tense, and the
Yeah.
simple past is ate. How do we spell the simple past of that verb? So close.
Ah. 8.
Mhm.
A-T-E.
Yes. So eat, ate, and we have another eight in English. There's more than one. Alan, how do you spell the other kind of eight?
A-T-E.
What about the other kind? So we have eight is in the simple past of eat, but then we also have 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. There we go. So that one is E-I-G-H-T. Great job, Alan.
Eight.
Same pronunciation, right?
Same pronunciation, totally different spelling.
Okay.
All right. The next word, they're getting a little more difficult now. The next word is balloon, and this is for Yvette. Balloon.
Balloon. Balloon.
Yep.
Is B A L L
Mhm.
O O
Mhm.
N.
Yes. We have 2 double letters there.
Balloon.
Mhm. All right, Huang, you're up next. And this is a tough one. It's strength, as in my strength is legendary.
Can you speak this word again?
The word is strength. Strength. My strength is overpowering.
Streng. That's right.
That's super close, but we're missing 2 letters still. Strength. Strength.
Okay.
Huh?
String. String.
How about Antonio? Any idea what's missing from her spelling?
String. S-T-R-E-N-G.
Oh, stranger.
Strength.
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 Strength. Strength.
Yes, Alan helped us out here. We're missing the TH on the end. So it's not strang. What you guys had in the chat box was strang, but the word is strength. Strength with an TH. And that's really hard to hear because it's a really quiet sound. So I was like trying to make it more intense for you guys. But it's really a tough word. And it's full of consonants. So the full pronunciation would be S-T-R-E-N-G-T-H. Strength.
Strength.
Yep.
Strength.
Antonio, you have a new word now. And your word is climb, as in climb a tree.
Climb. Climb.
Climb.
Climb.
As in climb a tree.
C-L-A-N-E. The
That would
last
be
is
claim.
no.
So to climb a tree. Climbing a tree.
Climb.
Not quite.
No.
That's how it sounds. It does sound that way. Climb. That's how it sounds. But this is English, and nothing is spelled like it sounds. Right. Alan, help us out. How do we spell climb? Yes. So it's in the chat box. It's C-L-I-M-B.
B.
There's a B in there.
Climb.
Why? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. We throw a B in there. Don't know why.
Climb.
I remember this word by climbing.
Climbing. Yeah. That's a good way to remember it. So like have a little joke with yourself that if you pronounce it, it would sound funny. Climbing. Climbing.
Climb.
All right. Alan, you get a new word now, and your word is sword, as in the sword in the stone, or I kill you with my sword. Yes, excellent. So that's in the chat box for everyone to see. It's S-W-O-R-D. Sword. It's spelled sword, but not pronounced with the W. The W is another of those silent letters that seem endless in English. Thanks, Alan. And Kevin, welcome to class.
Hello, how long time? Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Good to have you back. We're having a little spelling test. so far it's been going pretty well. Are you ready to jump in and take a word to spell?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do it. Your word is field. Field, as in we played soccer in the field.
Schulterspalt.
It's for me? Sorry.
Yeah, this is for you, Kevin. Your word is field.
Can you Sorry.
We played
Sorry.
soccer in the field.
In the fields. Right, okay. We play soccer on the fields.
So how do you spell field?
Spell?
Spell, yes. Spell field.
Spell field. How sorry, I did not catch the
Do you speak Portuguese, right? I assume. Pode soletrar a palavra field.
field.
De campo.
Field.
Yeah.
F-I-L-D.
F-I-L-D? Like this?
Field. Field.
It's close, but you're missing a vowel. Does anyone know what vowel he's missing?
F-I-A-L-D. Field.
Yeah, we're missing an E there, so it's F-I-E-L-D. Excellent. Thanks, Kevin.
F-I-L-D.
I picked these words especially because I knew how difficult they would be, but you did a good job. And next up is Yvette. Your word is thought, as in I thought I brought my jacket. Or I had a thought.
Okay. C H O U G H D.
Yes, excellent. That's the perfect spelling for thought, a very irregular word. All right, Huang, you're up next, and now we're getting into some really tough ones. Yours is rough. Rough.
Rough.
Rough.
G-R-A-P-H. That's right.
That is the perfect spelling for the word graph. But your word is rough, as in the road was very rough and our car was vibrating. Or I forgot to put lotion on and my skin is very rough, like scratchy. Rough.
Rash.
Rough.
Rash. Okay, you're close. The sound is with an F. Rough. But it has an interesting spelling. Anyone know how to spell the word rough? That would be wrath. Wrath. But the word is rough. Rough. And you can tell that there's no TH sound because you can't see my tongue. Wrath. Rough.
I don't know.
No one else? No one's got it? Ruth?
No.
I admire the effort.
No.
So, the word does not have TH in it because you can't see my tongue. Anytime we have a word that is spelled with TH, like Ruth or wrath, you can see my tongue come out. But for this word, it's rough.
Rough.
And I'm biting my lip for that last syllable. Rough. Rough. No one? I'll give it to you guys. That's a good pronunciation of Ruth. But again, there's no TH in this word. No TH. The word is rough. Rough.
Oh,
Rough.
right.
So it's the opposite of smooth. We have smooth and we have rough. Something that's not
Right.
here. Here's a good example. So the edge of this paper is rough. But this edge is smooth. Rough. Okay. Next up, let's see, whose word was that? I think it's Antonio's turn now. And Antonio, your word is laugh, as in ha ha ha, laugh.
L-O-U-T-H.
You would think it was L-O-U-G-H, but it's not quite. You're close. It does have a G-H in it. That's the trickiest part. But the vowels aren't O-U.
Loud.
Anyone else? Huh?
Loud.
Laugh. So how do you spell it? L?
L-O-U-U. No. L.
So the L is right, and the GH you put in was also right. We have two vowels we're missing in the middle. They're not O, and U is okay. U is okay, but it's not O.
I don't know.
All right. Well, we only have so many vowels. What other vowels could we put in that position? Not O. What are the other vowels in English?
Loud.
Anyone else want to take a guess?
L-A-U-G-H.
Yeah, there we go. L-A-U-G-H. So you would expect it to be the same as
Loud.
rough, maybe? Because we have laugh and rough. Laugh has that ah.
Loud.
Rough has an
Excuse me.
What? Excuse me, can you repeat it?
Yeah, the word laugh.
Laugh. What?
Laugh.
And rough. I was comparing the words laugh and rough.
Rough.
Could you
Okay. Thank you.
Teacher, you are laugh.
the rough?
Yvette, did you have a question?
Yes. Could you type the
Loud.
rough? Oh.
Yes, the words are all in the Verbling chat box. I can also switch it over into the Google chat box if we have some people watching there as well. Oops, not with a T, sorry. Like this. There we go. Okay. So we'll mainly be working in the Verbling chat box if everyone's able to go over there. Is anyone having trouble accessing the Verbling chat box right now?
No.
Good. Okay. Then the next up is Alan, I think. And your word, Alan, is brought. As in the past tense of bring. I bring in the present. I brought in the past. Yes, excellent job, Alan. It's B-R-O-U-G-H-T. Thank you very much.
Is this brought? Brought?
Yeah, brought. Ah.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Kevin, you're on the chopping block.
Yes.
The word is cough, as in cough.
C-O-F.
Nope.
Oh, cough?
This was right. Cough, as in like when you're sick and you cough. Not like coffee, but cough.
Can you repeat?
Yeah. So the word is cough, but I'll give you a hint right now and tell you that there's no F in this word. It's not spelled with an F. It's cough, as in when you're sick and you go cough.
Cough. Cough.
Yep, cough.
CO.
The CO is right. We need another vowel after the O.
CO.
No.
J.
T.
GH.
GH is right. So CO, and what was the next letter you said?
CO.
Yes, U.
U. GH.
Yes, exactly. Cough. Great.
Cow.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Yvette, your turn. Your word is although. Although.
Is A R L A L
Although.
is A L
Mhm.
D O
Close, but we're missing a couple letters. This is in the same pattern of some of the words we've been looking at. So it's got, oh my gosh, cute puppy. All right,
My
sorry.
puppy.
Gotta focus. So this word follows this weird GH model. So it's AL is right and ALT is good. The word is although. Although.
is
Although.
A L D H
Mhm.
O U
Uh-huh.
G H.
Yes, excellent job. Success. Although. Yeah. That was a 20. Thanks very much. All right, Huang, you're up. We have another of these crazy words. Your word is fought. Fought.
Fox
Fought.
is an animal.
Nope,
Fox.
that would be fox. This one is like fight is in the present tense, and in the past, it's fought. On Tuesday, I fought the bully at school.
Fox.
Mm-hmm.
F
Uh-huh.
O L.
No L. Fought, and it follows the pattern we've been seeing in the last few words.
I like your dog.
All right. Any other ideas, Huang?
No.
All right. Antonio, what do you think? Can you help her out? How do you think we could spell fought?
F O U T.
Okay. The FOU is right. But we're following this pattern of these last few words that have some extra letters in them. So you're missing 2 letters, and they're both silent letters.
Box. Fart.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to help them out? What letters are they missing?
Fought. Fought.
So
F-O-U-T-H.
Uh-huh. So did you say TH or GH?
T-H.
No TH here. No TH. The H is right. But we're missing a different silent letter.
Fault. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, the word is fought, as in I fight now, I fought last Tuesday. And the FOU is right for the beginning. It does end with a T, and it has an H before the T. So now we're just missing one letter. I'll show you guys what we have. So I'll put it in the chat box with that letter missing. We're missing one letter in the third to last position. It's like that. And it's not a T. What letter are we missing, guys? No guesses?
G.
Yes, G, exactly. It's FOUGHT. Totally crazy, but that's how it goes. All right,
Oh,
so let's get
fought.
away from this for a little. Yeah, fought. Fought with a
Fought.
silent GH. Let's get away. I lost my spot. Alan, is it your turn?
Maybe.
All right, we'll go with that. Your word is 12th. 12th, as in 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Okay.
12.
You gave the word 12, which is excellently spelled for 9, 10, 11, 12. But this is like, you know, first place, second place, third place. This is 12th place. 12th.
12.
12.
12.
As in, yes,
Okay.
almost. You're pretty close. Okay. So the TH is right, but the V is wrong. Anyone know what we should put there instead of a V?
12. Letter missing? One letter?
Yeah, that's exactly what we have. Yes, there we go. It should be 12th. Thanks, Huang. So we're missing an F there. 12th. It's a hard word to spell and an even harder word for most people to say. We've got a lot of consonants with just one little vowel. 12th. All right. Kevin, it's back to you. Your word is knife, as in fork, spoon, and knife.
Nice.
Knife with an F.
9. 9.
Sorry.
Baka.
Nice.
Knife.
Knife. KNEFA.
Yes, but the middle vowel you said A? Are you sure it's A?
Knife.
Uh-huh.
K
K-N.
N N N
Uh-huh.
I
Yes.
F A.
Yes,
Knife.
exactly. Knife. K-N-I-F-E. Great. Thank you, Kevin. Yvette, we're back to you. Your word is weird, as in, that person's so weird. They're strange.
Me? For me?
No, this one is for Yvette. Her word is weird.
Is W
Mm-hmm.
E I
Mm-hmm.
R D.
Yes, weird. So it's EI. It breaks that rule. Usually we see I before E. This time we don't.
Excuse me, what does it mean?
It means the same as strange. If someone is strange, they're weird. Unusual is another good synonym.
Excuse me, is more formal, strange, and weird?
No, I would say it's weird is a little less formal maybe than strange. but they're pretty much the same.
Okay.
Strange is maybe a little more formal. All right. Huang, it's your turn again. And let's see. Gotta come up with a tough one. We gotta make these more and more difficult. Your word is Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes, but you're missing a silent letter. There's a silent letter in this word, and it's incredibly annoying. When I was very young, I had a lot of trouble with this. I never wanted to write the word Wednesday because it was so complex. Yes, exactly. You're missing a D. Do you know where you're missing the D?
Yes. Wednesday.
Yeah, you got it. Wonderful job. Wednesday. Okay. Antonio, you're up next. Your word is flight. Flight. As in the plane. The flight took off at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
We were flying to Hong Kong.
F-L-A-T-E.
Nope.
Nope.
Missing a couple letters. I know. I chose all the really difficult words because I knew that they would be hard. So this one is spelled like light, as in light bulb. Do you know how to spell light?
Light. I don't know.
All right. Let's check with Alan. Can you help us out? How do we spell flight?
Right.
The flight. Yep. Well done. It's F-L-I-G-H-T. It's another one of those sneaky GHs.
Light.
Damn them. All right, and we have a new student, Duyen. Welcome to class, Duyen. Duyen, you're muted. Can you hear me? I'll screen share quickly to show you how to unmute yourself. If you're unsure about how to unmute yourself, just come to the top of your page where you should see some buttons here. Click on the microphone button. Red means you're muted, and this black-white version means you can speak. And if you're having any trouble with the microphone, let me know in the chat box, which is over on that side. You should see some icons over here. All right. Alan, you get a new word now. Your word is millennium. Millennium.
Millennium. I type in the chat box.
Excellent job. Perfect spelling. It's M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-U-M. That's a tough one. We've got 2 double letters. Kevin, you're up next.
Yes.
All right. Your word is dessert.
Dessert.
Yes.
D-A-S-A-R-T-S.
So you said you said D-E-S-E-R-T. Is that what you said?
Desserts.
So your word is dessert.
Dessert.
As in what I eat after dinner. Sobremesa.
I know, desserts, but D
Uh-huh.
A
Uh-huh.
S S
Uh-huh. 2?
Air, air, TS.
Okay, so if you want to make it plural like that, is the one in the chat box what you wanted to write? DESSERTS, desserts? Like that?
Desserts.
Ah, okay. So, this is the trick here. I gave this one to trick you.
So you
What
always
you
give
wrote?
this to me.
Yeah, I know. I'm bad. That's what I do.
Really bad.
So,
Bad girl.
what you wrote is deserts,
Desert.
not desserts. So we have two words that are so similar, and there's just one small difference. We have deserts, which you wrote. You
Desert.
wrote deserts, like walking for 40 days in the desert with
The
cactuses and
desert.
sand,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
But dessert,
Right.
as in after dinner,
Desserts. After
is
dinner.
2 S's. That one.
Oh, 2 essays.
Yeah, 2 S's. Dessert. So we have desert and dessert. And the difference is in the S's.
You get me.
I got you. Sorry.
You got
I'm
me.
hearing a lot of background noise, so I'm going to mute a couple people. And if you guys can, keep yourself on mute if you don't have to talk. That way we don't have so much background noise going on. And thank you for your effort, Kevin. You did a great job.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Yvette, you're up next, and I think you're going to be our last for today. Your word is neighbor. Neighbor. And my next door neighbor.
Neighbor
Yep.
is N E I R
Yeah.
neighbor. S N E I G.
You're close, but not quite. This is neighbor as in my next door neighbor. Like the person who lives next to me. Can anyone help us out with this one? You can write it in the chat box or spell it out for us.
Is N
Interesting.
Có. Thì tự chơi lại
N
mình
E
thôi.
I
Từ nãy giờ chứ.
G H
Neighborhood.
O R.
Naeghborhood.
Okay, so neighborhood is spelled like that.
Neighborhood.
Yeah, that would be neighborhood. And in the other word, it would just be neighbor, which is our neighbor. But Alan put in an interesting word in the chat box. Alan, I believe you're spelling it the British English way. I'm pretty sure British English people spell it with a U, but I'm not positive about that. So there are alternate spellings depending on if you're British English or American English, adding another level of complication.
Okay.
All right. Do you guys have any questions or comments before we finish up class?
No, thanks.
No.
Thank you guys so much. You did a lot of hard work today, and now you deserve a rest. Go have a dessert.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Thế thôi Hảo.